Hello and welcome to Books That Matter. These are those genres you may not read, but those are the genres that will make a world better place for the generations to come. Yes, I'm talking about the SDG, the books on Sustainable Development Goal. And today I'm going to talk about goal number 4. Well, quality education is perhaps the dearest goal to me. I've been in the sector for over 2 decades now. Talking to children is a joy in the making. And believe me, if you want to change nations, it starts at the kindergarten. If you want to tackle terrorism or if you want to talk about pollution, it is starting with the teacher's mindset. So today on goal number 4, I've got some books here, some books online to share what are these books that will make a change for quality education goal number 4. The first book I brought across is the book called Educated. Well, Educated has been a Goodreads winner for 2018. It's a book on the shelf of Mr. Bill Gates. The book is a memoir by Tara Westover, and it's an amazing story of this lady who grew up in minimal environment. Her parents did not believe in formal education or medicines. So if there were a gash or some kind of cut comes in or fever comes in, it would be with herbs. And this is a story of one lady who self-taught herself. Enough to learn grammar and maths, enough to go to a university, and then she made it to Harvard and Cambridge. Amazing book, The Educated. Well, between the books, there's another book which is one of our favorite heroes, the legend, the hero on which we are doing quiz on, our book called Beyond 2020. Well, 2030 is a vision for SDG. This is a book where Dr. APJ Kalam, India's favorite president, talks about his dream of a country. Another book is called Cleverlands. Cleverland is a book by Lucy Crehan. She refers to how the superpowers of the world are looking at education system. From United States to China, from the PISA winners South Korea to the Scandinavian Finland. It's a story of education. It's a story of how education makes superpowers and also sometimes dirty secrets or sometimes wonderful case studies. A good book to talk about. Another book on education, it's an all-time favorite book of mine by Dr. Carol Dweck called The Mindset. You must have heard me enough on Facebook on what entire series on mindset, so I'm not dwelling on it, but this is a theory where how can you take yourself from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset. An amazing book that I can never emphasize upon. Well, what's my next book? A book called A Beautiful Tree. The Beautiful Tree is a word coined by our father of the nation, Mahatma Gandhi, and James Tooley went to the streets of Hyderabad where he understood the difference between a private school and a public school. He said that if you throw a stone in Hyderabad, it might land up in a school, and yet some schools which do not have facilities, how amazingly creative they are. A good case study, one of my favorite reads on the mushrooming industry of faith-based, concept-based schools in India. Well, another of my favorite experiments done by this person, Walter Mischel, who did an experiment at Stanford from years behind called the marshmallow test. A group of kindergarten kids were made to sit alone in front of a marshmallow. They were told that you can have one or you wait for 15 minutes, 10 minutes and then you can have another. A book on instant gratification. It talks about absent father syndrome. It talks about what can the delayed gratification do for successes in life. The ones who waited for the second marshmallow have better test scores. When they were tracked after 2 decades, when they were adults, they had better relationship, they had better financial health, they were in a more positive state of mind than the ones who went and grabbed the marshmallow. So hold on, don't wait. Wait for your marshmallows, look ahead your lures and spend time in education in classrooms. Another book that I love is called Toto-chan. Toto-chan is a story of this young girl set in the scenic Japan during World War II. She's thrown out of school, and with no school, her mother goes to a very progressive, the principal, and he starts a school where they're unaware of what's happening in the world. They are told about integrating it. So there is an American boy and who does not speak Japanese. America, English is the language of the enemy during World War II, but the principal encourages them to meet and speak and learn English from him. There is a British boy who is affected with polio and Toto-chan is told to take care of him. It's an alternative school. It's a school where I have taken a lot of leaf for my golden sparrow. It's a school about the world can be as hostile, as menacing, as difficult, but a school can be a very comforting environment. Toto-chan is a heartwarming story. Between the books online and here, another book I recommend, The Education Riddle. Oh well, it's a little self-promotion. I have written this as a journey I've done to over 100 schools in the last 1 decade. This book talks about the predictability test. It talks about my favorite topic, the unschooling and the educator's mindset. You can Amazon it or just write to us and hopefully we can gift you one if you become a part of Sky Education Ambassador. What are the other books I'd like to quickly run through? There are books by people who have the courage to leave the corporate world. There are 2 books I would like to highlight. One by John Wood, which says Leaving Microsoft to Change the World. And John Wood says he started an initiative called Room to Read. There are schools in Nepal, in Afghanistan, in Bangladesh where he's done amazing work. There's another book called 3 Cups of Tea. There's another book called The Leader in Me. These are about pedagogy, about methodology. Leader in Me, by the way, is a Stephen Covey book. It has a principle of 7 habits, an amazing read, a joyful read. One last book I'd like to recommend is Why Are School Buses Yellow? Why are they yellow? Well, John Barrell takes you to an IB world of curiousness, of asking the right question, and perhaps questions are what quality education is all about. If our children can ask right questions, the world is in safer hands, better hands. Thank you so much. Good luck and good reading.